My name is James Blackburn. I live and work in the American Southwest. As a result, I have the good fortune to be able to travel to a variety of beautiful locations. As a professional filmmaker, I document my life through video adventures and I share them with the world. Stay tuned as I travel through the world of movies and the beautiful outdoors. Thanks for watching the James Blackburn Experience.
Here I was having a peaceful moment, and not a city anywhere nearby. This was truly amazing, and I realized it even as I relaxed by the campfire. My brain face had a smile on it, and I was a very happy camper.
Good howdy, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn Experience. After my little fun time this morning around the campfire, I spent about an hour out here from 5 to 6 a.m. It was great. I guess I was hoping to maybe see an elk or a fawn go by, something, get some video from wildlife. That did not happen, but that's okay. I got to spend an hour around a campfire in the woods. You can't go wrong with that. And now it's time to get some breakfast going. So today is Mountain House biscuits and gravy. We're going to get some water boiling, get this stuff rehydrated, and we're going to have ourselves a nice, yummy meal. So stay tuned. All right, nothing like a nice warm campfire and some breakfast. Got the bag down there. Here in a few minutes, this will have the boiling water put in there, and it'll be sealed for about 10 minutes. And we got the water starting to boil here. Well, hasn't got to the boiling point yet, but it will here in a few minutes. And then we're gonna chow with this beautiful view. Whoa, steamy. But yeah, the water's officially boiling. Time to make breakfast. Okay, so give it a good stirring. Make sure any pockets of powder or biscuits or anything down in the bottom gets that hot water in there for sure. Okay, there we go. Now the resealing. Now we wait 5 minutes, stir again, reseal, let stand an additional 4 minutes, stir and enjoy right out of the pouch. And these are good until October 25th. We got ourselves a Mountain House biscuits and gravy breakfast. Okay, time for the second stirring. Man, that smells good. I love me some biscuits and gravy. Reseal it and give it another 4 minutes. Now, I typically give it a couple more minutes than they recommend. Not because it needs it really, but the water is boiling, needs time to cool off a little bit. And you give it another minute or two, you let the biscuits and everything kind of rehydrate a little bit better. So here you can see some other Mountain House stuff I brought with me. I was going to eat one of these last night, but I just ended up finishing my soup. So tonight I might do chicken with dumplings or lasagna with meat sauce. And then tomorrow morning I have scrambled eggs with bacon. So yeah, I love Mountain House. I think the food's good. It's easy to hike this stuff back because it's lightweight, because it's dehydrated, and it's filling. There's lots of food there. Okay, folks, while the food was rehydrating, I got on my Garmin device here, and I sent out a good morning message to everybody, to all my loved ones, to let them know we had a good night of camping. Got a little rain last night. About 1 a.m. to 1:30 it rained, and got a little chilly, down in the 40s, and now the sun is out and it's a beautiful day. So this Garmin device is worth its weight in gold, because you can communicate with your loved ones and let them know that you're okay, because sometimes they're curious when you're out here. This is a hardcore sort of thing. So okay, now it's time for this. Let's get it stirred one more time. There you go. That is biscuits and gravy rehydrated. I've had this one before. I really like it. It's tasty and it's filling. So let's get into it. So Dave's splitting all the wood because it is soaked on the inside. There's been enough snow up here over the winter and enough rain in the spring that the wood looks dry on the outside, but it isn't. And what he's doing with it is he's putting it next to this big rock in the campfire, standing it up there, and while we have a fire, it's drying out the wood for us. So much appreciated, Dave. That's freaking awesome. All right, folks. It's that time of day where I have to wander off in the woods and as far away from that water as I can possibly get. And time to perform some restroom duties. Now, I don't really want to go into too much detail, but all of us know we have to go to the bathroom every day. And out here, you get as far away from the water as you can. You dig yourself a nice hole, and you take care of business. So I'm wandering around right now trying to find that sacred spot for myself. And then I'll head back to camp. In a little bit, after I get back to camp, Dave and I are going to go on a day hike and explore up the canyon a little further. So stay tuned for that. All right, folks, as I'm wandering through the woods here, I came across another nice campsite here. Check this out. A couple sitting logs, nice big fire pit. Dave told me he found this one yesterday, and we chose not to do this one because right over here is some stagnant water that smells bad. It smells kind of sulfury. And there's potential for mosquitoes even in New Mexico where there's stagnant water. So we chose not to get this site, but a nice site though, really is. All right, folks, I'm a little out of breath. I just climbed up from down there by the river up the side of the mountain. Now I'm real particular about where I do my morning duties, and I like it to be private. I like to make sure I can restore the environment to the way it was I found it so nobody else has a surprise later. So I think up in here somewhere we may just find a spot. So yeah, that's good. Okay, the morning duties are done and over with. Now, only reason why I bring this up, because I know it's a gross subject matter to have to go to the bathroom, but in the wilderness it's different. There's no bathrooms out here. You have to create one, you have to find one. And the most natural way for a human being to go number two is in the squat position. But unfortunately, a lot of us, as we get older, being in that squat position is not an option, or at least not for very long. So behind me, you can see there's a tree there. Now you can use a tree that's about the right height for you to sit and dangle your butt over the other side to do your duties. Just make sure you dig a deep hole, bury it, and make it obvious that no one's ever been here. Don't leave your stuff behind, in other words. So yeah, so that's done for the day. Now I'm going to head back down here in just a little bit to camp, and Dave and I are going to do our day hike. So stay tuned.com. All right. That was a good sit down, relax moment. Now it's time to head back to camp and get geared up for our day hike. We're going to go up river, I think, and explore what's further up and see if we can find any other campsites for the future. All right, time to journey back to camp and get ready for the day hike. I'm excited to see what else is up the canyon. You know, we've already found 4 pretty good campsites out here in a very small area, so maybe there's a few more up the river. It's just fun to be out here. How the heck did I get up here? That looks awfully steep, and that looks steeper. I don't remember how I got up here now. Let's try over here. I think I can do this through here. You know, gravity is a fact of life. Whether you're going up or down, gravity is there. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But right now that view is outstanding. It's unfortunate that there's a burn scar there, but the land will repair itself eventually and it'll be back to normal. I'll tell you what, getting out here early in the morning and off trail, I've seen a statement online where it says the early to rise and the first one hiking is the one who gets the face full of cobwebs. And that is true, because I have gotten a lot of cobwebs in my face this morning just on this one little tiny hike to head to the bathroom. Let's see, maybe this way. Yeah, you gotta have good route finding skills, because this ground cover, as you can see, it's pretty rocky and a lot of this stuff will shift when you step on it, so you have to be what I call sure-footed.
So when you put your foot down, make sure it's not going to roll, because some of these boulders out here you step on can become an ankle twister, and you don't need a sprained ankle or a broken ankle when you're back in the wilderness here, because that makes getting out a lot more difficult. So, okay, well, here we are, the river again. Camp is somewhere this direction, and I'm gonna head back there now, and like I said, get ready to go hiking. I know I'm already hiking, but this was just a bathroom hike. Now that's done, time to head back to get ready. Look at all these pretty dandelions everywhere. I love it. Dandelions, dandelions. I don't know which way you say it. Dandy or danda? Put it in the comments if you know. Dandelions? Dandelions. I think it's spelled dandy, isn't it? Not 100% certain, but getting in a bit of a swampy area here. Okay. All right, well, the time has come to say fair is fair, to pay the rent, to take our share. The time has come, and that's a fact. It belongs to them. We're going to give it back. That's deep words. Tell me if you know the name of the song and the artist. In the comments, please. Oop. Muddy and wet over here. Yikes. All right, found the trail. That should make matters a little easier. You know, I bet over here in the fall, all those aspen trees turn yellow. I bet that is really, really pretty. And man, the clouds are cooking across the sky there again. I just know I keep following this river, it'll lead me back to camp. All right, made it back to camp. You don't see it yet, but I do. Right up here in the trees. You can see my tarp up there. All right, time to get ready, get some water in me, and go get a nice hike in. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I'm about 6 to 10 steps into it. Looking forward to it all. All right, folks, so yesterday we came down from that. But today we are going this direction instead. There's some signage over here. Let's see what it says.
We decided on a fun day hike.
Go Trail 250. That's pretty awesome. That's where we're heading. Nice little single track. It's about 60 degrees out. Perfect day so far. Hot.
A little while later, we discovered another campsite in the forest. This was yet another really sweet spot to camp for a day or even an entire week. We explored the forest nearby, and I felt a true connection to this place once again. My wild spirit was feeling alive and curious about what's next in this awesome wilderness.
It's big, whatever it is. Neat. That old dead log just has grass growing out of it. It's amazing.
We relaxed in the shade and had some lunch. I was having one of those moments where I felt truly thankful to be alive.
All right, folks, we're about 1.5 miles into our day hike. We're stopping here in the shade and taking a little break. But right back here behind our shade spot, there's a little waterfall, so we're going to go back there and check it out. What do you say? Let's go. Wow. Check that out.
As I sat there and caught my breath, I looked around in wonder and felt truly fortunate to be alive. What a great day.
Yeah, it looks like this stays like that. You wanna head back?
What's that? I don't know if this is a ladybug or not. It sure looks like one, but... All right, folks, that is half of our day hike right there. Probably gonna do about 3 miles today. Just a quick, simple up the canyon here. But it was totally worth doing a day hike and getting up here and moving around because the river up here and the waterfalls are outstanding. Really, really awesome. Now we're gonna head back to camp, get some lunch going. What do you say? Join us as we get some chow. Also, when we get back, not only are we going to do some lunch, but first thing I'm going to do is filter some water because I'm down to my last bottle and that one's almost empty. So, river, filter, water, here we come.
I wandered back down the hillside and took my time as I was really enjoying this spot. Peaceful place with a lot of quiet where you can really get inside your head and think. My thoughts were numerous, and my mind felt like this moment right now was possibly a nice dream, or at the very least a great memory in the making. This place was putting me in a great mood, and I felt like celebrating life again. What a great day.
All right, folks, on the map that we're using on our app, it shows that the Mora River has another river that dumps into it, and we actually found where it happens here, right here. You can see the two rivers connect together. That's pretty awesome. Alright, made it back to the intersection where our camp is located near, and just in time because there's starting to be some raindrops come down. So we may have to shelter up here in a little bit and see if the rain gets worse. Oops, sorry. Alright. This is a classic single track trail in the wilderness. Love this type of stuff. You know, no car ever drove on this. This is just foot traffic, that's it. Alright, our camp is to the left up here. Right back in there. See Dave's orange tent there? Yeah, it's starting to rain. We couldn't have timed this better. That's pretty awesome. Alright. Back to home, sweet home. New Mexico. Alright, got my water ready. We have to get some more later before it gets dark, but definitely going to have to filter some more in the morning when we hike out of here. But yeah, tired, but I feel good. It's a nice camping trip. It's nice, that creek water, when you first drink it, it's cold. It's refreshing. Keep hearing thunder there, huh?
Yep.
Here's some general information about the Pecos Wilderness. First of all, a backcountry permit is not required to enter the Pecos Wilderness, but there are some restrictions. Camping and campfires are prohibited in the following areas: Beatty's Flats, Pecos Falls, within 50 feet of a trail, stream, or river, and within 200 feet of a lake. I wish to live like some of our ancestors did. Simple, plain, and with the earth, not against it. I only want to share good experiences with my family and friends and those I meet along the way. Not only that, but yeah.
Alright folks, this is probably not the most exciting video that I'm shooting today, but I'm in my tent. As you can see, there's a thunderstorm coming in. You can hear it off in the distance. It started raining a few minutes ago, so after we did our day hike of about 3 miles or so, we came back here, had lunch. Well, actually I filtered water first, then I had lunch, and now I'm in my tent because it might rain, and it might rain intensely, so I'm gonna just lay in here and take a little nap. Sounds good to me. Alright folks, laying down in the tent. The gentle rain coming outside. It's kind of nice. Thunder is off in the distance still. It hasn't really caught up with us yet, so I'm going to nap out here for a little bit, and I'll check in with you guys here shortly. See ya. I was down in the tent for about a 3-hour nap. I must have really needed it because I was zonked out and I was gone. I heard some of the rain and some of the thunder, but for the most part, I was just crashed out and sleeping. Now I'm up. It's a little bit after 5. It's going to be time to get into some dinner and maybe another campfire experience, so stay tuned. Gonna start some dinner here, just a few minutes.
got my stove and everything out. Trusty food bag right here. Not sure what I'm going to eat yet, but I'll decide that when I start taking stuff out. I just wanted to say something really quick, and that is nature, the wilderness in particular for me, it's very healing. It's like some of the best medicine you can get. At least for me personally, I'm not talking for everybody. When I get out here, and as tiring as this can be, I absolutely love it. Just to be out here in the woods, the sun coming and going, the rain coming and going, thunder, creek nearby, birds singing, flowers everywhere. It's just, yeah, makes me smile just being out here and enjoying nature. So I'll drink to that. Here's some water from the creek, Nostrovia. Nice and cold. All right, the spot that I'm at right now, where I'm sitting on the log, and I've had a few talks with you guys, this is my view. Just wanted you to see that. It's really outstanding. Just woods, trees, tents, a few camping items. And then, of course, the fire pit is right here. Now, believe it or not, while I was taking my nap this afternoon, the sun was on that tent for a while, and it warmed it up in there really nicely. I had my thermometer in there, this little orange piece, and it said that tent got up to 70 while I was napping, which is really good sleeping weather. But out here it says it's 59 degrees currently, so that sounds about right. And a little breeze coming in, so that feels a little bit chilled because of being 59 degrees. But suspect that this will probably drop down tonight to 45-ish like it did last night. And then we'll sleep well in that kind of weather. Man, we're getting a nice bed of hot coals in there. It'd be a good night to make a foil pack. Make it dehydrated food, which is fine, but this would be a good foil pack fire for sure. Alright, good howdy folks. Time for dinner. And today I will be doing Mountain House Adventure Meal Homestyle Chicken Noodle Casserole. Now I don't think I've tried this one before, so I'm curious about it. Just the description sounds yummy. So I'm going to get my water boiling and I'll get this ready and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done.
sat down with my dinner and took a big sniff. It smelled absolutely delicious. This was going to be very filling, and I was glad I brought this for dinner.
Now we wait about 10 minutes and that food will be ready. So I'll show it to you here in just a little bit. All right, it's been soaking in the hot water in the package for the recommended amount of time. What do you say we open it up and see what it looks like? Anyway, it looks really good and it smells yummy. Here it is, dinner for the night. You know, when it looks good and smells good, you're pretty sure it's going to taste good. We're going to find out here in just a second. It's got a lot of good stuff in it here. It looks freaking awesome. Oops. I lost a noodle. Thumbs up. That one's really good. I think I'd do this one again. All right, I'm out wandering around to find some firewood. Dave contributed most of the firewood today, and I need to also contribute to that. So we're gonna go find some logs. Lots of dead wood up here, as you can see. All right, heading back in to camp. A little bit of firewood. All right, folks, the sun has set. You can see just a hint of it on the clouds still. It's starting to get dark out, and we are enjoying our day here. It's been absolutely beautiful. You can see it's just peaceful and quiet out here right now. And we think we might be the only ones down here, because yesterday we saw another backpacker. He packed up and left this morning, and yesterday I saw one hiker early in the morning, like a day hiker, and then later in the day I saw two other hikers with a dog, and they were day hikers too. So
we pretty much have this place to ourselves right now, which is really amazing when you think about it. Pretty awesome. Alright folks, it's really getting quiet out right now, although it's been quiet here all day, but it's just very peaceful, very calm. Thanks Dave for bringing me out here, and thanks to Matt the Southwest Backpacker for telling me about this place to begin with. Much appreciated, guys. That's a good looking fire. Rolo. Gonna see what happens when we put it in the hot chocolate. Well, it doesn't float, that's for sure. We'll have to see if it melts in there. But look at that nice steamy hot cup of hot cocoa ready to go.
Alright folks, the hot chocolate is made. Got a couple dark chocolate Rolos in there melting away. And I'm going to have a sip right now. Hopefully it's not too hot. We'll let it cool for a few minutes, but still very hot, but very tasty. I love a good hot chocolate like this, especially with my new idea of melting Rolos in there. I may have to try this again at home.
And of course, what campfire experience wouldn't be complete without a little slow motion campfire?
Let's see if I can get any of this on camera.
This was our last night here. I was both happy and sad. However, the campfire is always cheerful and warm. We sat here for hours and really enjoyed our last evening. A little while later, we told ghost stories before eventually heading to our tents for some much needed sleep. This was yet another amazing day.
Alright folks, the fire is dying down. It's starting to get a little later in the day. So we're just kicking back, relaxing, enjoying this moment. It is a beautiful place, the Pecos Wilderness. Look up the Pecos Wilderness online if you get a chance and read up on it. It's very scenic and green, lots of plants, lots of trees, and a river nearby, right here in New Mexico. Alright, it's about 10:16 at night. It's still about 51 degrees out here, so it's really nice so far. I don't think we're going to get anything too intense as far as cold tonight. So we're probably going to dip down another 10 degrees. So we'll not get below freezing most likely. Alright, started raining again. So it wasn't cloudy there for a while. Then it clouded up. We didn't even notice until the rain started coming down on its own. Well, like all rain does, always come down on its own. Fire's just about done. Gonna wrap it up for the night and head to the tent. So there you go. One last look at the warmth of the fire. Even right now with only a little bit of wood on there, the hot coals feel really good. There's a flash of lightning. So I better get my tent and hunker down in case it gets worse. I did hear some lightning off in the distance, or I didn't hear lightning. I heard thunder and I saw lightning. So it's not the other way around. You don't hear lightning and see thunder. There it is. Hear it? Heading over to the tent. Ooh, more thunder and lightning. Wow. Alright, well, let's get into the safety of my abode here. Hunker down for the night. Get into my comfies. And get some sleep. Yes, yes, yes. It's getting interesting back there. Winds are picking up. We're definitely in for a little storm here. That's okay. This tent has served me well over the years. I've never had any problems with it, so we're going to head inside right now and get rested. Home sweet home. Ding 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 ding. So there you go. Head inside. Alright folks, it's officially raining. You can hear it on the tent. It's been thundering the last 10 minutes or so. Now the rain has begun. It's light. I don't think we're going to get something too crazy. And the forecast only calls for a 40% chance of rain until about midnight tonight, and it's supposed to clear up again. But it's all part of the adventure. Alright folks, I'm gonna sign off here. But as usual, love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other.
I like it a lot.
You're supposed to stir this up before you seal it. My spoon is put away, so give me a second. I'll take a minute. And not only that, but yeah.
Yo, somebody.
So stay tuned. Yeah.
gonna go back there and check it out. What do you say? Let's go. Oops. Okay, blooper. I bumped into that stick. So that's always a bonus because we'll get this going here in a little bit and it will feel amazing. Ding, like a ding dong. Let's see how that angle looks.
I've got to break free.
I want to break free. I want to break free.
I've got to break free. I've got to break free.
I'm enjoying it. So thanks, Dave, for bringing me out here. And thanks to Matt, the Southwest Pack. Thanks, Dave, for bringing me out here. Lighting is always an issue, especially when it's dark out like this.
You want some more light?
I think I got it, but thank you though. This one is doing the job, but I appreciate it. So, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Heading over to the tent. Flurgen dog. Boy, that was a blooper and a half. Tripped over a log. Okay, anyway.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember, folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your mind open. It just might lead you somewhere special.
Thank you for watching the James Blackburn Experience. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures.